Hi, I am Pankaj from Rivers, and in this video I will give you a quick tutorial and useful tips about Rivers all-in-one collaboration platform. Given the new normal of constraint to teaching and learning from home, all-in-one collaboration platforms and video conferencing are here to stay. Rivers is a great resource for staying in touch and continuing classes face-to-face. So let's begin. To create an account on Rivers all-in-one collaboration platform, you need to first install the Rivers app from the App Store or the Play Store. You can also download it from the website www.rivers.in. I have also included the direct link to download the Rivers app in the description below. Once you have installed the Rivers app, open it and click on Get Started. Enter your mobile number to register on Rivers. Verify your mobile number through the one-time password that you will receive through SMS, or you can also use the Call Me option. On the pop-up screen, allow Rivers permission to access your contacts to add your chosen contacts later on with ease to Rivers. Now that you have successfully registered on Rivers, you can create your first cube. Cube is your workspace where you can access all your important conversations, files, tasks, and people at once. You can add a photo for your cube and enter the cube name. We recommend using your school's or educational institution's name for this. The option only admin can add members is selected by default. You can uncheck it if required and tap on Create Cube. Congratulations, you have created your first cube on Rivers. Now you can create a new topic or open the general topic. From the general topic screen, you can invite members to your cube by using the direct link to invite them using any messaging app, or you can copy the invite link and send it through email to invite someone. You can continue to use the Rivers app or use Rivers on the web by going to web.rivers.in. If you wish to download it for other platforms, Windows or Mac, you can download directly from the website. Rivers interface is very easy to use. You will find chats on the bottom left hand side of your phone screen. From here you can chat with anyone one-to-one, which is helpful for individual level discussions. You will find cubes on the bottom center of your phone screen. From here you can easily access all your cubes anytime. You will find profile section on the right hand side bottom of your screen, from where you can update your profile and check out any pending cube, join requests, etc. Now that you have created a cube, you can now create a topic. To create a topic, you have then click on all topics on the top right hand side. From here you have to click on the plus button on the lower bottom hand side of the screen and click on the channel icon if you want to create a channel, or click on the topic if you want to create a topic. A topic can be a forum or a team or a project, or if it does not fall in any of the above categories, you can choose any other topics. You can also manage your departments from here. You can have topics in the name of departments like engineering, product marketing, and likewise. You can name the topic, add a description, and then you can decide the access level if you want to keep the topic secret so that no one can discover it on their own. You can toggle it to keep it secret. Only an admin can invite someone to get added to a secret topic. You can also keep a topic open or private. Open topic can be joined by anyone in the organization or in the cube based on their requirements. A private topic requires admin confirmation. You can easily send important announcements to students or parents or faculty easily by creating reverse channels or announcements. Using the announcement features, you can send one-way broadcast to the entire list of people who have been added to the announcements channel. The default announcement channels include all the cube members. So if you want to send a broadcast or important announcement to all cube members or all school members, you can use this channel to send them important announcements like holiday information or any upcoming exam information or a parent-teacher meeting reminder, etc. From the message box at the bottom of the screen, you can type a message and send it to someone. You will be able to see the status of the message if someone has read your message or not from here for easy tracking. You can send a pic from your camera or enclose a document or send a pic or video from the gallery or create a new task from the message window itself. You will also be able to send voice notes from this particular message box. You can also make use of smileys to react to someone while a discussion is going on. Click on the cube name on the top to go to Cube Info. Cube Info is your cube control center from which you can access and take a look at all the important aspects of the cube or your school. You can check out all the top that the cube has. You can check out all the files, documents and links that have been shared inside a cube using the shared media section. You can also check out all the assignments and activities using the task, which is very useful when you are managing a large group of students. You can straight away check the status of all the assignments or all the activities that have been assigned to someone, when these activities started, and clicking on any individual task will take you to that particular task, and from there you can check out all the details associated with it. You can also check out any join request. If someone has requested to join the cube for a particular topic, you will be able to find it here. You also have an option to invite someone to the cube. From here you can generate a new link to invite someone, or you can revoke any previous link that you have created if you do not want that link to be used by others. You can also promote someone to the admin role from here for easy management of your cube or school, or you can also promote someone to the cube owner. You can also remove someone from the cube if required from here itself. There is a very useful feature on Reverse, that is task management. Using task management, it is very easy to manage assignments that have been assigned to students or any activities that have been assigned to them. You can easily create new assignments, assign it to any student and track the status of them. You can attach pictures and documents to them and add comments if necessary. To create an assignment, you have to go to the class, and from there click on the attachment icon right next to the message box, and from there you have to click on a task. In the task you can name the assignment, give it a description, put a start and end date, set the priority of the assignment. You can also add the progress of it, how much estimated time it should take. You can add the student to it, and you can add any attachments if necessary. If you want to tag it to find them easily, you can tag them as well. Once you have updated these settings, you can just tap on done and the task will be saved. To access all the tasks, you can click on the task icon on the top, and from there you can access all the tasks that have been created inside a particular topic. To start a video meeting, click on the call option on the right hand side top of the screen, and from here you can start the video meeting. While inside the video meeting, you have different options to pause, mute, show or hide video, and share your screen, which can be utilized for an effective video meeting. The video conferencing and video meeting options are useful in conducting online classes. These can be utilized to conduct face-to-face online classes with students from around the globe. Reverse also comes up with a very powerful search function, which can be utilized to search for contacts, files, or any messages inside a topic or a queue. You can also utilize advanced search functions to search for a message from one of your contacts, from one of the teachers or the students or a parent. This is very useful while you have to search for a particular conversation from all the conversations that are going on within a topic or a queue. Or if a student is searching for any files or assignments within the classes or topics. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it useful. Download the Reverse app now from the link in the description. Thank you and happy learning.